from the shimmer of light. In the workshop he felt safe to the broken glass. In the streets reflecting her fright. Desperation can set the stage for acts of villainy. And heroes may need to confront their demons in more ways than one. For a choice to be made, you must overcome the binding and twining of souls are bound. So strong if they just keep you going tall. Yes, you. What will you do when the call for action beckons you to choose? Yes, you. What will you be? A hero, a villain, or a monster indeed?
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Arcadia Fallen. Let's go see Anne at the flower shop. You approach Anne, who's looking deep in thought, poking away at the broken sword while Kaidan watches over her nervously.
Please tell me you are being careful with it. Some of those tools look rather sharp.
I am being as careful as one can be with an audience breathing down their neck.
Sorry, but can you really blame me? You are handling my people's heritage like it is a piece of scrap metal.
Right now, that's all it's good for, isn't it? I'm trying to salvage what I can, but unless you give me the room to work and fix it, the sword will stay broken and useless.
Things can have a value even if they are broken, you know?
No, they can't.
Hey, let's just agree to disagree on that, right? We're all on the same side here.
Alethra's mercy.
Well, you say that, yet the Outlander keeps breathing down my neck as though I will single-handedly dismantle his civilization. Fine, I'll try to give you more space. Helly, won't you keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't go overboard with those tools of hers? I'm sure she'll be careful. Or am I? I guess I'll just keep a lookout.
About that.
I can keep an eye on her. Anne snorts, turning back to her tools.
I can't believe this.
Great. More eyes. Well, buckle up, you two. It's time to get down to business. Since you're here, I might as well go through all of what I've discovered so far. Mad scientist warning.
So...
Should I be concerned by how excited you are? You're not going to raise some undead dragon army to take over the world, are you? You're not nearly creative enough. So, Kaidan's definitely not lying when he says this is a powerful magic artifact. The material used is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's almost as if it's alive, pulsing with tremendous power. Can we use it to seal the rift? I mean, let's stay on task here. It would be neat if it could help with her research, but...
I wonder...
Does that mean we can use it to repair the rift in the seal?
So...
I'm fairly sure, though I must admit I'm loath to use it. This is not legal magic, that much is certain.
How does this...
I honestly do not understand the human politics surrounding magic. I've studied the map of the mines we found in the mansion, and I'm confident that my initial theory holds true. The seal we are trying to fix is much larger than any of us could have predicted. The sword itself, despite its power, wasn't enough to fix it. So even if I managed to fix the sword, it still wouldn't be enough to solve this problem. I'm sensing a but, though. By your tone of voice, I'm sensing you've found another way.
I may have found a way to solve this issue. But our fussy Outlander friend is not going to like it.
What?
The sword in itself is not powerful enough, but if we were to combine it with the spirit locket and tap into the power of the demons you have sealed away, maybe even add a few more, I think that might just be enough. I'd have to destroy the remains of the sword to repurpose it into a suitable component to fit the locket. And I'm fairly sure I won't be able to, how should I say this, put it back the way it was when we're done.
You're going to destroy it? Absolutely not. No way.
I told you you weren't going to like it.
Look, I do not care anyway. The less I work on this thing, the better, honestly. We could just use more demon spirits instead of relying on the sword. We'd have to capture those demons, of course, and make sure our alchemist isn't killed in the process. Kaidan looks away in silence. The sword would put us ahead, and I was under the impression that we were under a strict time schedule, so... What do you think? Kaidan sighs and looks to you. I can't make that decision for you. It's your artifact. I mean, technically not your artifact, but like a very important artifact of your people. You should make the decision.
About that.
I can't possibly begin to understand what it means to you or your people. The decision is yours to make. Anne looks away. Kaidan seems startled by your answer.
Why would you...
I'm surprised you could trust me with such a decision. Anne does make a valid point. If it'll stop this unspeakable evil from spreading, I suppose the sword does serve a better purpose in her hands. Just please allow me to continue witnessing the process. Well, fine, as long as you don't get in my way. Actually, this might work out brilliantly. I can't reach half the stuff back here cause Quinn stacked it so high, but you, my tall friend, have just been promoted to lab assistant. What? Yeah, I mean, rather assistant than subject, right? Can't promise anything.
By the gods.
Maybe I'll just, stop by from time to time. Clever choice.
So, you brought the alchemist back to life and somehow linked your souls together in the process? How?
Mostly by accident, really. I was trying to help and it just sorta happened.
Fascinating. If I wasn't preoccupied with my current project, then looking into this spirit resurrection could be another viable option. I'm certain plenty of high-ranking nobles would be interested in procuring such research. However, I suppose the side effects might be too much, even for them.
Side effects? Oh, wait, you're talking about me? Gotcha.
So to the market to see Kaidan, to the flower shop to see Anne again, or home to do something. Let's go home. Visit Elizabeth.
Welcome back.
Do I have any alchemy to do?
So,
I see.
I don't think I have anything. Game, give me the... I hate that it immediately goes away when I mouse over the arrow because... Aha! Got to click it that time. So, do I wanna do these challenge thingies? Use a volatile ingredient in the strong headache remedy. Two turns and 2 ingredients or less for the mosquito repellent? Question mark? The mixture will explode if a volatile ingredient comes into contact with another volatile or identical ingredient. So like, yeah. And that's all that was there, okay? We do have some of these challenges to complete still. Yeah, there are no question mark things. Nah, let's just go back. I'm not so, there are still new potions for you to discover. Really? Huh.
I'll be off then.
Very well.
To hide behind a smile. It's such an odd topsider phrase. I never quite understood it. But I think I might get it now. Pardon? There are those among my people who wish to hide the glow of their markings. Not to stay hidden, but to hide certain emotions they might not want others to see. Hiding your light takes years of practice. So, some instead burn brighter, latching onto one specific emotion and using that light to obfuscate whatever might really be there. To hide behind a smile. It's interesting to know topsiders do the same thing.
I feel oddly attacked right now.
Yeah. Michael does do that. Hide behind a smile, I mean. Let's go to the market. See Kaidan. You want to talk to Kaidan, but you can't find him at Anne's, and he isn't at the shop either. It's getting dark, so you search the town for him. The town square is empty, So you sigh and continue on. You don't get that far before two guys walk up to you, intimidating sneers on their faces.
Hey, you!
Well, if it isn't the alchemist. You've got some gall showing yourself out here after all the trouble you've caused. Breaking and entering at the boss's estate. Stealing from us workers.
You'll pay for that!
We're not getting paid this month thanks to your little stunt. Why would I steal from you guys?
Actually,
Everyone needs coin. Everyone knows you and the boss had a row cause he's working to put you magic folk back in your place. Stealing the worker's salary is low even for your kind. So we think it's only fair you get to share some of our pain. They close in on you. I think I'll run rather than fight back. They're misguided and I don't want to hurt them. You're fast, much lighter than the two burly mine workers, but unlike them, you spend most of your days inside a shop, so your stamina isn't all that great. Well, I mean, I could find a place to hide if I'm faster than them. You cry out when a big hand clamps down on the back of your shirt, and you feel yourself getting lifted off the ground like you weigh nothing, the men's laughter ringing in your ears. Look at this scrawny thing. Thought you could outrun us, huh? Now it's time for us to have some fun. You instinctively curl up, waiting for the strike, but when the blow lands, it isn't on you. What the hell? You let out a yell when you suddenly fall, landing in an ungraceful heap on the street, wincing. The goons are laying in the dirt around you, out cold. Above them stands a large shape, hard to make out in the dark. Your vision is still swimming, but you feel them help you upright, cold hands looking you over.
Talk to me. How are you feeling?
You blink in surprise, your vision swimming into focus on a familiar but glowless face. I totally had that. Thank you.
thank you.
You really saved me there. Kaidan's face is devoid of any emotion. There's something off about him. The glow from his markings is dim to the point of not being there, and his voice is dull, like he isn't quite there either.
Look,
It isn't safe here. Let's go back to the shop. You don't argue with him as he guides you back down the street. He doesn't speak another word the entire walk. He leads you back to the safety of the shop. It's quiet. Everyone's already retired for the night. As soon as you're inside the door behind you, and the door behind you is safely closed, Kaidan lets out a relieved sigh, and you watch, stunned, as the color slowly bleeds back into his skin. He winces as if it's painful. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I will be in a moment. Sorry for worrying you. You weren't meant to see this.
Look,
I don't use my training as a Nightwalker often. However, you were in danger, and I wouldn't have been much help to you if they noticed me. What's a Nightwalker?
Tell me about...
well,
They are a special group of warriors trained to protect the mountains from danger. They tend to do that by staying hidden and gathering information. They get their name because one of their key skills is to be able to hide the glow of their inner light. For an Ijoma, that is a rather unsettling skill to possess. Our understanding of emotion is tied to the glow just as much as facial expressions or tone of voice. In order to turn off the light, you need to feel nothing. That sounds useful.
About that.
I agree.
It is. There's much respect for the Nightwalkers, for their sacrifice.
Once you are in that state, it is like a void. And in order to get your glow back, you must reconnect with your emotions. But if you spend your days in the dark for too long, one can forget the things that make you feel. It is not sadness, not anger, just an absence of emotion. And it is a very frustrating thing to not be able to remember what made you happy, what made you sad. I've been in that place. It took everything in me to return. And once I did, I quit my training. I was too frightened to go back to that place.
So, where were you and what were you doing?
What do you mean?
It's dangerous with Goldner's men wandering about.
Really?
I should be the one asking you that. I at least have some means to defend myself, but you? What would you even have done if I had not shown up when I did? You were following me?
Huh?
Wait, what? No, I mean... I've been observing the streets at night for a while now to keep track of Goldner's men. I want to find some way to be useful to our cause now that the sword is broken together with our original plan. So far, I've learned nothing useful. Does Victoria know?
So...
About you sneaking around in town at night? I'll take that as a no then. You remain silent and Kaidan sighs, running a hand through his hair.
Look,
I know these nightly activities are risky, but I couldn't just stay here and do nothing. Now that Anne has taken the sword, the only useful thing I'm capable of is scouting in the dark, but it appears I can't even do that much.
a true Nightwalker would have been more useful, but I am not that.
A sudden feeling washes over you as you observe Kaidan struggling with this. Ooh. Do you have feelings for Kaidan? I mean, is this the point where I have to choose one person? Because if I have to just choose one person, the one person would be Michael. Can I romance several? Well, I mean, if this locks me out of romancing anybody else, I guess that's fine, because I really do like Kaidan too. I love that he's so vulnerable and yeah. I guess I do feel close to him. Yeah. You feel a warmth spread in your chest. I mean, it's kinda not true that I wouldn't want anyone else, because I also have feelings for Michael. You saved me.
About that.
I think you're incredible just the way you are. Kaidan blinks, clearly taken aback by your confession, and he looks away, hiding his face from you with his hair.
Thank you.
That is very kind of you to say. I might have even lost my head a little there. Sorry. It's late. Kaidan steps closer to you and you pause when he runs a hand through your hair, smiling gently.
Thank you.
Thank you for finding me tonight. Good night. He leaves, and after getting your rapidly beating heart under control, you head to bed.
You know, when I first saw you, you seemed rather intimidating. Almost like a taller Victoria.
Oh, really? That's quite a compliment. Victoria is a formidable warrior.
Yeah, well, I realized quickly that you're nothing like her. You seem tough on the outside, but one can't scratch the surface much before realizing you're quite soft.
I'm soft?
Like a big, glowing jellyfish.
Yeah, that's what I like about Kaidan. He's strong, but he's also very vulnerable and sensitive, and yeah. I won't be too disappointed if what I did back there means that I can't romance Michael anymore. I think I'd be happy with either Michael or Kaidan, and since the chance to be with Kaidan came first, yeah, I'm happy with the choice I made there, and going forward, we'll see whether or not I'll be able to romance Michael further. But we'll go forward from here in the next episode. I think we'll have another event with Anne at the flower shop, and then we'll see where to go from there. But for now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.